Hello there, very good evening and a warm welcome to the news live on Channel I. I'm Sharon Masquinius.
Good evening, I'm Stefan Dalwis. Let's take a look at the main headlines for tonight.
8 students have been injured due to the collapse of a roof of a tuileries in Ambalanggoda. Prime Minister reiterates that responsibility of safeguarding the respect of the judiciary lies with the judiciary itself. Acceptance of applications for the national program to provide 100,000 jobs has commenced. Compensation amounting to 6 billion rupees for crops destroyed in the Maha season.
Starting off with local news. 8 students have been injured due to the collapse of a building which housed a tuition class in Galagoda Ambalanggoda around 3:30 p.m. this afternoon. The injured are receiving treatment at the Balapitia Base Hospital. There were 15 students at the time when the roof of the building completely collapsed. Keeper of the building said that the injured were rescued with the assistance of the residents.
In other stories, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that it is a duty of the judiciary itself to safeguard the dignity of the judiciary. He further states that the government anticipates direct involvement of the Chief Justice regarding the situation that has arisen over the disclosure of facts through voice tapes of Ranjan Ramanayaka. The Prime Minister has expressed his opinion in this regard at a special meeting with the heads of media institutions at the Temple Trees today. One representative of the media institution inquired that there is a fear among groups regarding Sri Lanka's judicial process. One judge in one voice tape has questioned who the judges were connected to the issue. At this moment, a list has been provided. He added that this is an extremely tragic situation. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, answering the question, said that the Chief Justice should take measures in this regard. He added that he is not aware whether he was also called on. However, the Prime Minister said that he may not have acted even if he was called on. Sudeva of Hero News has inquired as to why the Chief Justice was not responding despite the fact that proposals have been presented by the government side to take action in this regard. In reply, the Prime Minister responded saying that there is a video which showed that the former justice in Kaduvela discussing with the person concerned throughout the night. Minister Mahinda Nandalutgamage said that if they intervened on behalf of the judiciary, a clash between the legislature and the judiciary may have occurred. He added that only the judiciary is able to restore the lost respect. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, expressing his views in this connection, said that if that does not happen, nobody would be able to govern the country. He added that all have the responsibility to restore the respect of the judiciary. Sudeva of Hiru said that a serious situation has arisen regarding the implementation of the law by the government of the good governance. PM said that if a person calls a judge and asks he or she to send a person to the gallows, both the judge and the person who asked to do so should be hanged. State Minister Mahinda Nandalutgamage said that only Ranjan should be reprimanded. There are many others who are responsible, including former President and former Prime Minister and even Anurukumara Dissanayaka. Minister Bandulu Gunawardena said that there was an executive council above the cabinet. He also said that the Prime Minister Chandrika Bandaranayaka Kumaratunga, Anurukumara Dissanayaka, Rajitha Senaratne, Champika Ranawaka and Dr. Vikramabahu Karunaratne had ganged up and attacked the Rajapaksas. Sudeva from Hero Media said that there has been a special accusation regarding the then government extending special security to former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The Prime Minister said that there had been a threat within against the former Prime Minister, therefore they had to make adjustments. It has also been pointed out that an uncontrollable situation may prevail over the controlling prices of goods. The Prime Minister has pointed out that the rainfall was one reason for an increase in vegetable prices. Destructions of farmlands due to rainfall had prevented vegetables reaching the market. Minister Bandulu Gunawardena said that there had been a tremendous drawback in the agriculture sector due to the withdrawal of fertilizer subsidy and giving permission to import items discriminately. It takes some time to reduce taxes and to restore fertilizer subsidy. He has expressed hope that the prices of goods may decline by April this year with the arrival of farm produce to the market. It has also been pointed out that there was an accusation of the pregnant mothers being deprived of the bag of relief items as well. The Prime Minister said that the opposition is fabricating things that have not happened. He further said that the government has not halted relief. Sudeva from Hero Media has inquired whether the government has the ability to receive two-thirds majority in the upcoming general election. The Prime Minister in reply said that the government is able to do so. There is a dissension within the UMP that would lead to its ultimate collapse.
4 new ambassadors, along with a new High Commissioner concurrently accredited to Sri Lanka, presented their credentials to President Gotabaya Rajapaksa at the President's House in Colombo this morning. New ambassadors for Qatar, Turkey, Luxembourg and Slovenia and a new High Commissioner for Pakistan have been accredited to Sri Lanka by their respective countries. Accordingly, Jasim bin Jabir JB Al-Surur presented credentials as the ambassador designate of the State of Qatar. Ambassador Rakibe Demet Sekreji Oglu is the new ambassador designate of the Republic of Turkey. High Commissioner Designate of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan is retired Major General Muhammad Saad Khatak. Ambassador Jean-Claude Kugner has been accredited as the Ambassador Designate of Luxembourg in Sri Lanka. Dr. Marjan Henson is the Ambassador Designate of the Republic of Slovenia. Welcoming the delegates, the President spoke of strengthening bilateral relations and expanding on areas of common interest, including education, development, technology and agriculture. The new diplomats also expressed their commitment to uphold the long ties between their countries and Sri Lanka and work together to develop on the common interests.
Preliminary activities pertaining to the program to provide 100,000 jobs under the Vision of Prosperity policy statement of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa have commenced today. The recruitment process is being conducted by the Multitask Development Department. The objective is to create a Sri Lanka without poverty. The program aims to provide employment opportunities to applicants of low-income families with educational qualifications of the GC ordinary level and downwards. The recruits will have to undergo a vocational training period of 6 months. They are entitled to an allowance of 22,500 rupees during the period of training. The vocational training could be selected according to the available job opportunities in the area of residence. Applicants should not be less than 18 years and not more than 40 years old on the date of calling applications. A basic qualification for selection is being an unemployed member of a family eligible for some of the relief but presently not receiving such benefits. An additional qualification is of being a member of a family of disabled persons or having aged or ailing parents. The applicants should be a permanent resident of the area. The recruits will also be entitled to a pension of 10 years after being made permanent in employment. Specimen applications form and further details appear in all today's national newspapers, and the deadline for the submission of applications is on the 15th of next month.
The Agricultural Agrarian Insurance Board says that an insurance scheme has been implemented to provide compensation on cultivations destroyed, subjected to a maximum of 40,000 rupees per acre. A sum of 6 billion rupees has been set aside in this regard. Compensation on crop destructions in the Maha seasons of 2018 and 2019 is to be provided on behalf of 29,267 acres belonging to 19,394 farmers. The funds will be provided with effect from tomorrow. The crop insurance packages covers paddy, maize, soya, potatoes, big onions and chilies affected due to natural causes. The Agricultural and Agrarian Insurance Board informs the farmers that if they do not receive compensation by the 24th of this month, they could request through an appeal. Former High Court Judge Padmini Ranawaka has arrived at the Colombo Crime Division today to give a statement. The statement was related to a telephone conversation she had conducted with parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayaka, who is currently placed under detention. The Colombo Crime Division has also recorded a statement from Justice Gihan Pinapitia for a period of 5 hours yesterday. A statement is also scheduled to be recorded from Justice Dhammika Hemapala, whose duties has been suspended. Attorney General Dapula de Oliveira has issued an order to the Director of the Colombo Crime Division on the 16th of this month, ordering to record statements from these persons.
A media briefing of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna was held at the party office in Nelumawatha, Battaramula today to discuss of the present political situation. Minister Rohita Begunawardena said that Sajith Premadasa after the election said that questions should not be asked from him regarding Ranjan Ramanayaka. Before the election, Sajith Premadasa said that Ranjan Ramanayaka had been appointed to catch thieves. He added that they are waiting for the verdicts on Judge Padmini Ranawaka, Shani Abesekara and Delukshi Dias. He has inquired as to how many officials in the judiciary would be suspended of their duties.
A media briefing of the UNP was held at the opposition leader's office today. Parliamentarian Ravindra Samaravira said they have informed Ranil Wickremesinghe that a majority of UNP parliamentarians were expecting a change in party leadership. He added that people had been rejecting Ranil Wickremesinghe's program for the past 26 years. People today want a new face and a new program. He also said that they are preparing to face the general election through broad alliance under the leadership of opposition leader Sajith Premadasa.
The Vietmaga organisation says that Sri Lankan representative of the BBC Sinhala service Azam Amin had violated the principle of his organisation. Addressing a media briefing today, he added that this fact has been substantiated through voice tapes of the telephone conversation between parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayaka and Azam Amin. According to the voice tape conversation between BBC representative and Ranjan Ramanayaka, Representative Azam told Ranjan Ramanayaka it would not be difficult for Sajith to receive 50%. According to Azam, Sajith was in a position to win against Gotabaya. The BBC representative also told that Ranjan to address the JVP vote as well. As Ranjan normally says good of the JVP, he said that he asked them to vote for him this time. Senior counsel Raja Gunaratna said that Azam Amin is a media person who has used his power in support of a political party of his choice. He is asked to see the support of the JVP and the Jaffna vote. He, acting as a member of the UNP Working Council, there are 6 codes of conduct in the BBC media. They include impartiality, honesty, confidentiality. He has requested to remove Amin from the BBC management. Meanwhile, the post-mortem inquiries have revealed that the driver of the tipper truck which killed 4 persons in a road accident in Bata Hungama was under the influence of liquor at the time of the accident. 20 others were injured in the incident. The accident has occurred when the tipper truck hit head-on a private bus came in the opposite direction when it was attempting to overtake a 3-wheeler. A medical report say that all 3 persons in the tipper truck were intoxicated. Among the dead include the driver of the bus and a child of 4.5 years. 14 persons, including 5 children, as well as the driver of the tipper truck, have also been admitted to the hospital for treatment.
පාරම ගිඩින් ගාලා සද්දයක් තමයි මට ඇහුනේ. එතන අපේ තාත්තත් නැති වෙලා ඉන්නව මම දැක්කා. අපේ අක්කත් නැති වෙලා හිටියා එතන. නංගිගේ දුවත් හිටියා නැති වෙලා එතන හිටියා. රියුදුරු මහත්තයත් එතන තුවාලලා එතරම් නැති වෙලා ඉන්නව දැක්කා.
2 persons were killed in a motor accident in Galigamoa on the Colombo Kandy Road at dawn today when a three-wheeler clashed with an SLTB bus. A 26-year-old woman and a 21-year-old youth were killed on the spot. They were residents of Digana Kandy. Three-wheel driver is in critical condition and was admitted to the Kegol General Hospital. The bus driver has been arrested.
The Ministry of Finance says that entrepreneurs who wish to receive the benefits of the credit relief package of the government to uplift small and medium-scale sectors should report to the relevant bank branches before the 31st of this month. The program is being implemented under the vision of Prosperity Policy Statement. The banks have immediately suspended legal measures to recover the loans presently under dormant state. The penalty interest on such loans has also been abolished. The relevant circular has been issued by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Small and medium-scale entrepreneurs who have obtained credit up to 300 million rupees are eligible for the relief package. The relevant businessmen should inform in writing to the relevant banks regarding their loans. If 50% of the loans were repaid, they will be provided a 50% interest relief. Another feature is the doubling of the grace period. The entrepreneurs will be granted capital to recommence their businesses within 3 months.
Ambassador of the delegation of the European Union to Sri Lanka, Dennis Shaibe, visited the northern province recently. The ambassador launched an EU-funded demining project implemented by Halo Sri Lanka during the visit to the Muhammale minefield. The 2.5 million euros worth grant will support mine clearance in Muhammale, Sri Lanka's densest and one of the largest and most complex minefields in the world, and training of mine clearance personnel. Halo Sri Lanka will train and deploy 22 demining teams with the support of the EU. Speaking at the launch of the project, Ambassador Chaibi noted the European Union's contribution to the mine clearance is a part of the overall EU support for the resettlement of internally displaced persons. During his two-day visit, Ambassador Chaibi also met with the Governor of the Northern Province, PSM Charles, Jaffna Security Forces Commander Major General P.R. Vanigasuriya and civil society representatives. He also visited another ongoing EU-funded project in the northern, implemented by the Family Rehabilitation Centre, providing psychological support to the vulnerable community members, especially women, men and youth affected by trauma.
Sri Lanka has secured the first place among 120 countries in breastfeeding of infants. The selection has been made by the World Health Organization. This fact has been disclosed at a program to enlighten relevant groups on the health hazards of milk powder consumption at the National Hospital. Director General of Health Services Dr. Anil Jasingh has said on this occasion that it is good even for the health of adults if they refrain from milk powder consumption. Director General of Health Services Dr. Anil Jasingh has said that a major problem in Sri Lanka has been the feeding of infants with powdered milk in addition to mother's milk. The program of the World Breastfeeding Trends Initiative has been published several days ago. Dr. Anil Jasingh has stated that according to the report, Sri Lanka is in the top place among countries of breastfeeding of infants. He has requested to provide as much of liquid milk to children. The medical opinion is that there is a tendency of small children as well as adults being afflicted with non-infectious diseases as a result of consuming imported milk powder. The Government Medical Officers Association and Health Ministry have engaged in a joint effort to relieve the general public from this problem.
Minister Kelia Rambukwala and former chairman of the State Printing Corporation, Jayampati Bandara Heenkenda, were acquitted of the charges in the case filed against them by the Bribery Commission in the Colombo High Court today. The order has been delivered by the Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratna. The case has been filed over the payment of a personal telephone bill through the funds of the State Printing Corporation. The High Court, upon examination of the rectified petition filed in this regard, said the Bribery Commission had filed the case in controverting the Bribery Act. The Supreme Court has ordered former President Maithripala Sirisena and former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe Singha to file any objections relating to the fundamental rights petition on the Easter Sunday bomb attack before the 6th of March. The petition has been filed over violation of basic rights of the people by failing to take remedial measures when Intelligence Division information had been issued to prevent occurrence of the attack. The court has informed the two personal attorney-at-laws who have appeared on behalf of the former president and the Prime Minister to file their objections before the 6th of March. The case is being filed before a panel of 7-member judges, including Chief Justice. Further hearings have been postponed till the 12th of May. The Colombo Magistrate Court has also ordered today to further remand till the 3rd of next month the former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando and IGP Pujit Jayasundara, who has been placed on compulsory leave. A case has been filed against them for criminal negligence in failing to prevent the occurrence of the Easter Sunday terror attack. Bhutan's Paro Football Club arrived in Sri Lanka yesterday to compete against Sri Lanka Army Football Club in the preliminary round of the Asian Football Confederation Cup. Paro Football Club will compete against Sri Lanka Army Football Club, also known as Defenders Football Club, tomorrow at the Racecourse Grounds as one-match segment in the Asian Football Confederation Cup Group E. Defenders Football Club was selected to the final rounds following achievements they recorded in the Dialogue Champions League 2019. So far, those Army players have faced 2 matches. Sri Lanka's Defenders Football Club is comprised of 18 players and 3 foreign players, 2 from Nigeria and 1 from Ghana. Defenders Football Club organises this match with close cooperation of the Sri Lanka Football Federation. So far, the Army team has faced 2 matches in the tournament. Defenders Football Club organises this match with close cooperation, and this is in relation to the agreement of the AFC rules and regulations. And a quick check on the weather before we go. Met Department says that showery condition is expected to enhance to some extent, particularly in the southwestern part of the island and in the eastern, north-central, Uva and central provinces during the next few days from today. Several spells of showers will occur in the eastern, Uva and north-central provinces and in the Hambantota and Matale districts. A few showers are likely in the northern province. Showers or thunder showers will occur elsewhere in several places in Sabaragamu and western provinces and in the Galle, Mathura, Kandy and Nuwara districts after 2 p.m. Fairly heavy falls, about 75 millimeters, are likely at some places in Sabaragamu province and in the Kalutara and Galle districts. Wind speed can be increased up to 40 kilometers per hour at times in Manna, Puttalam and Hambantota districts.
Well, that's it for the news this evening. Have a good night.